Hello everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. I know it's been about a week and a half. I've had some family stuff going on, but I do have a finished object and I have one or two new acquisitions and a new WIP. So my first finished object is this mock cable crochet blanket from Yarnspirations. I did not use these colors. It calls for 7 balls and a 13 size hook or a 9mm hook. I used an 11.5 in an inline style, and I did not use 7 balls. So let's see. I did use Bernat blanket stripes. These are the same size as what that one calls for, which is 220 yards. They're 10.5 ounces and they're 100% polyester. This one's called In the Pink. And that's the colors that come out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete cakes, and then this is what's left of another cake. It's about half gone, but it sort of collapsed in on itself. So 5.5 instead of 7. I do have one more full cake of this, but the question becomes to tassel or not to tassel. So you see this one's got tassels on it, and I'm not usually a tassel person, and I'm certain I would use what's left of that 6th skein and possibly a 7th one as well to make tassels. But let me show you what I've got here. So this is the blanket. I will include a picture in here. I'm not sure that the picture is going to be much different from this, but it did end up being about 50 inches across and 61 or so long. It is a good size throw, but because it's blanket yarn, it is heavy. It's, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds, I would think, but I do like it. Now this is the same pattern that I've done repeatedly on in standard 4-weight, but because it's blanket yarn, it's single crochets, where in a 4-weight I would be doing double crochets. It's pretty fast. It's just once you have the 4-row repeat, it's down in your head. It's really, really easy. But like I said, it's single crochet. And the last time I used blanket yarn to make a blanket, I did do double crochet V-stitch, and it was really fast. It worked really, really fast. So to tassel or not to tassel, let me know in the comments. I'll let you guys decide whether or not I put tassels on it. But if I give it to somebody as a baby throw, like a playmat, probably wouldn't want the tassels on it. All right, so let's see. What else did I get? Oh, for Valentine's Day, Furls was running a special that you got 20 or 25% off any hooks that were red, white, or pink for Valentine's Day. So I did order myself a 6mm in the red, and they've been out of stock of everything purple lately, but right now they do have the swirl resin. They had both 5.5 and 6 last time I looked, and the 6 was in my cart. I just can't, that's a lot of money for a hook. And this normal price on these is $33 plus taxes plus shipping, and because of the percentage off, I got it for $2 less than what it would have cost me without shipping or taxes. So it's kind of in line, but it's like a half mix between in line and what I would consider not, because the tip up here is rounded, and typically they come pointed, but I am using it on the Roll With It tweed from one of the last videos, which is 100% acrylic. The recommended hook size for this is a 5.5, and so I did immediately go for a 6, but I wanted to try it anyway. And I will say that This yarn is much softer in the ball than when you're working with it, but once you get a big enough piece of fabric, it feels soft again. I don't know what that's all about, but I am working on a modern granny, and I have 4 cakes of this, and I'll just go as big as it'll let me get for 4 cakes in the modern granny. And we're gonna blame Rose. Rose is the enabler for this from Roselikescrochet. She has become obsessed with it, and so I thought I'd throw my hat into the mix and try the modern granny, and I like it too. It reminds me a little bit of the Bavarian stitch because each round is 2 rounds around, but this is not as intricate as the Bavarian stitch. The Bavarian stitch, the last time I did it, was a single color blanket, and I got so bored with it, and I had to put it away, finish another project, take it back out and do a couple of rows, put it away. And I had used one of those giant big twist, it's like a big twist 1-pounder, but they're from before. So they weren't just like a standard yarn like this. It was textured. I don't even know how to describe it, but I got several balls of it in yellow and several balls of it in a magenta color, thinking, oh, this will be great. It's a 5. I'll work up the blanket really quickly. I just got bored because it's one color. It's just the way it is. So, but that's the modern granny, and this color is pastel, modern pastel. So modern granny and modern pastel. And again, I'm using my Furls J hook. That's the biggest problem with these Furls hooks, is the only indication of the size for these Odyssey nickel hooks is the sticker on the bottom. So if you rub it like I do, my hand tends to rub there, at some point that's going to be gone. So if I were to order different sizes, I would have to order different colors and then keep track of what color is what in case that sticker disappears. I would never order another red one at this point. But like I said, it was because the 20 or 25% off, whatever it was. I think it was 25. All right, the next thing I got, I saw on someone else's channel, and I thought, I wonder if that would work for my hooks, because most if not all of my hooks are larger in size, because I don't I have a difficult time holding the small metal hooks anymore. In all the small metal hooks that I had, I added polymer clay to them, and I gave them to my sister. So then I went and bought more of those and then made them, and I was selling those for a while too. I've given away a couple of them, but typically they're all just 5.5s or 6s because those are the sizes I like. So, and I know a couple of people that bought bags. I put a free hook in there as well. But this is what I got. It's on somebody else's channel. I'm sorry, I don't remember who, but it is from the Dollar Tree, and you know how they're upping their craft game for everything. And this is a paintbrush holder, but they had used it as a hook holder. And like I said, I wanted to see if my larger hooks would work. And so let me show you what I ended up with. This is what I've ended up with. So these are all my Tunisian hooks over here. I've got them all in one thing because, well, I don't really need them anywhere else. My scissors are sitting in here, but let me take those out just so I can go through what else is in here. So, like I said, most of my hooks have bigger handles. I only have one in here that's not, and I think the only reason I have this is because this is one of the original hooks from when I was a kid. So this is like 40-some years old. So that's why that's there. But it holds these big plastic ones pretty well. That's the 11.5, and this is a 9, I think, 10 millimeter, sorry. And then I even have this clover in here. And the clover, it was a tighter squeeze, obviously, because now I can't get it out. But you have to turn it in just the right way to get it out. And this is a 12 millimeter from Clover, and it fits in there too. And you'll see that some of these little things in here are bigger than the others. Now, most of these come in and out, and they have little, I don't know if I can show you. They have, yeah, you can see those squares there. Sorry, the phone was ringing. All right, so like I said, most of these come in and out. Even the bigger ones, as long as you turn it the right way, they come in and out. Like this is an 8 millimeter, but you can see the size of the handle on that. Now, the wooden furls that I have does not fit. And the only reason it's in there upside down is because more of it sticks out this way, and I'm less likely to break it that way. Although it does scare me being in there, though it was an awful expensive hook to break. Now, the ones that look like the furls from Hobby Lobby, these Yarnology ones, those fit right in there. But these other ones, these pink blue or pink boy ones that I got probably from Walmart, I think, in a case. Like this is a 6.5 millimeter. This one does not fit this way, but it does fit this way. And then the size shows. So then the debate comes, do I flip them all upside down so I can read the size on all of them? And it's the same with this big 8mm here, but this is a boy that I bought separately, so it's yellow. But then, like I said, do I turn them all upside down then, so I know what size it is? And I'm seriously considering doing that. That way I don't have to pull it out to see what size it is. Don't have to guess. Because when the difference is between a 4mm and a 4 1/4mm, I don't know that you can tell the difference by looking at that side, but you can tell the difference by looking at that side. So that's my big debate today, whether to put my hooks upside down or not. But I worry about them bending too, because then I even have like this one that I use for crochet thread. It's really small. Let me see what this one is. It's a 1.5mm. So I worry about it getting bent, even if it does have this little lid. So I don't know. That's my dilemma for the day. But that's what I have. I have one new WIP, a new hook, and a new hook holder. And that second hook holder that I have here that's still in the package, I'll put this in a giveaway at some point. And I'd like to find some time this coming weekend maybe to sew. I need to make more bags. I did sell a few, so I'm going to say thank you to Nancy Dormeyer. She did give me her permission to put her name on there. She ordered a bag, and then I didn't read the email correctly. And I had to send a second set of bags because I didn't read which one she wanted properly. It's, again, me not paying attention very much. Nobody's fault but my own. But so thank you, everybody, for your support. Thank you for stopping by and watching again, and happy crocheting.